Meanwhile, Kasumi is happy and tells Udepo that she won fair and square, so she would like to catch him now, and the wild Pokemon agrees. After finally claiming her dream Pokemon, she celebrates alongside her friends. The hero continues his journey and Kasumi decided to go with him as well. As they walk into the town, they felt the hunger kicking in. So they go to this restaurant nearby and the two says the food is delicious but yet somehow it seems so very familiar. Then the chef goes outside to meet the customers and it's Takeshi, an old friend of theirs and is currently working at the resto. They ask what is he doing here and he replies he's now the cafeteria manager of the shop. He only works here because of this beautiful waitress and expresses to dedicate his life working with her. But the waitress says that her boyfriend is finally going back from cooking school, and they decided to get married as soon as he gets home. All Takeshi's effort is in vain, to make way for the homecoming of the girl's boyfriend. Next, the two tries to cheer up the heartbroken lover boy but nothing seems to work. Then Satoshi was called by someone, and it's his friend named Dent. The hero introduces Kasumi to his friend while Dent announces that he is also a Pokemon sommelier. He also can't help but notice that Takeshi is very depressed from afar. Satoshi asks if there's something they could somehow cheer him up. Next, the sommelier boy brought Takeshi into the beautiful field full of flowers. Takeshi looks at it with delight, but in the end it didn't make him happy. From afar, a mysterious Pokemon is watching them, then it uses its power directly to the sorrowful boy and then mysteriously put a smile now on his face. It is somewhat making him see an illusion of a girl longing for him and the lover boy gladly runs for her embrace. Everyone chases after him, however the Pokemon uses its psychic ability to put a stop on all the heroes. Satoshi pulls out his Pokédex to know what it is. It is Brimeuon, a psychic and fairy-type Pokemon. It continues to lure Takeshi deep in the forest, as the heroes finally gains their movement. Soon later, everyone seems to be lost also trying to find the lover boy. Dent says, if there's a mystery to be solved fear not, the detective sommelier is here for you to help. He explains that Brimeuon can read emotions of every living things even if they are far away, and it's using the strong deep emotion of Takeshi in order to control him. He added, Brimeuon is also known as the Forest Witch, and will trap anyone in the forest with negative auras in them. So the rescue search continues, and Pikachu noticed something from afar. The hero wants to know what it is, and the Pokédex says that is Mybrim, a psychic-type Pokemon. It added that a Mybrim can also detect emotions using its lump on its head. Dent suggests that maybe they can use it to find Takeshi in the forest. Satoshi then asks the wild Pokemon if it can help them find their lost friend. Mybrim smiles, and gladly goes on top of the hero's head to help them look. Meanwhile, the villain Pokemon is making fun of Takeshi's emotions, and spreads its negative aura throughout the forest. Mybrim can sense this, and head towards to that direction right away. Another wild Pokemon appears and it is Tabrim, a serene Pokemon. It also uses its braid to pummel anyone with strong emotions. It is strong enough to knock out a pro boxer with one single blow. The wild Pokemon then became hostile, and started to chase after them while they run. After that, they are now seeing Takeshi with the evil Pokemon, and Mybrim is relaying the message of what is going on. Pikachu also helps by translating what Mybrim is saying, but nobody understands anything, not one bit. So the detective sommelier has been called forth again, and Dent explains according to what he is seeing, Brimeuon is absorbing the negative energy Takeshi is emitting. The trick is to give him happiness at first, and then take it away to become a strong depression. This angers the hero, so he bravely faced the wild Pokemon to help his friend from being manipulated. An illusion of his dream girl says he is an enemy, so the foolish lover boy calls forth his strongest Pokemon Haganale. Dent also helps and releases his Yunape Pokemon. It immediately uses its seed gun, and helps Satoshi from being hurt. Haganale now launched its attack, then all the heroes somehow manage to dodge it. The villain Pokemon also gets mad, it then attacks the troublemaker Satoshi to get him out of the picture. The loss of its focus finally frees Takeshi on seeing the truth, and the hero begs the Brimeuon to stop what it's doing to his friends. The sight of Takeshi helping the injured Mybrim makes it wonder, and it smiles now realizing that they mean no harm to the creatures of the forest. The future is bright to these adventurers, and off now they go to the mountains to see a group of Koikings swims upwards through the waterfalls. Now that they're at the site, it's nothing but a frozen body of water, which means no Koiking is gonna show up in this rigid temperature. Satoshi's Pokemon Majumaru decided to take action and slashes the frozen water, but nothing happens. A mysterious Pokemon is watching nearby, carefully looking at the unwanted visitors. After that, the two goes to the forest to find the missing item, and then accidentally encounters a huge figure, a white bear Pokemon named Tunbear. Pikachu tries to talk to it saying they mean no harm, and the hero got excited so he also approaches it. As the bear speaks, a breath of freezing ice wind covers the entire forest, which the heroes didn't like. The bear got ashamed of it and decided to leave, while Satoshi tries to make it come back to them. Good thing the hero has a flame Pokemon, and he calls forth Fiero commanding it to melt all the ice. The bird flies above them releasing them from their frozen state. Then he tells his Pokemon to track down the bear and they will try to catch up to them later. His friends also summons their trusted Pokemons to make a way towards the frozen forest. As they go deep into the woods, Satoshi finds his Pokemons captured in an ice prison above them. They also look around and notice these countless Pokemons experiencing the same thing. He commands Gaugain to do a great blaze attack, and the Pokemon releases a powerful flame towards Pikachu and others. And with this, all the ice around them started to melt away, freeing all the imprisoned Pokemons inside the ice. Takeshi thinks maybe it's the bear's fault why the waterfall strangely freezes in this place. Tunbear unexpectedly appears before them, and freezes again the area with its ice breath. The heroes immediately collects their Pokemons to prevent them from being frozen, and Satoshi approaches the wild Pokemon saying it cannot control its power, that's why. The boy is just super amazed with its freezing power, then offers himself to Tunbear to be its trainer. Next, with the help of Pikachu, they show the bear how to control its power and when to release it. And now it's Tunbear's turn, focusing its breath before it, as Pikachu cheers for the bear now that it's finally doing it. However, Tunbear is just a beginner when it comes to this, and the surging power exploded on everyone. The two flame Pokemons protected Kasumi and Takeshi, but the others have been imprisoned in ice. After the epic fail of training, the hero comforts the bear that they can still try again. Little Majumaru tries to talk to the bear, and tells it to make a Hotachi out of its ice power. And so they did. Tunbear is looking at the Hotachi while concentrating its power to make something like it. After a while, it's about to finish molding its ice, but yet again it exploded in front of them. The hero still tells it to cheer up, and keep training until he gets it. After so many attempts, the bear finally made a perfect Hotachi and Satoshi is very happy for him. Yet another accident happened again and the ice exploded, only this time it's so powerful that it freezes both fire Pokemons of Satoshi. Tunbear had enough of it, and runs away from the heroes. The bear later expresses its misery by spewing ice up in the sky, and the hero gives it a tight embrace and tells it everything will be just fine. They didn't realize that the ground they're standing started to break apart, and all of them fall into the pitfall under the ice. Good thing the bear saves the hero from the deep fall, but his ankle has been twisted after that. Satoshi suggests that you can climb those walls with your big claws, and he asks the bear if it could take these two as well. But Tunbear doesn't want to leave the boy behind, so it carries all of them while climbing up the ice wall. The bear also uses its powers to create big boulders of ice, so that they can jump on it one by one. Soon later, Satoshi is happy to tell his friends that Tunbear is the one who created these amazing ice ladders. Finally, Majumaru asks the bear if he can try again making a Hotachi with its powers. The bear hears it, and started focusing all its ice, creating a little fragment just like Majumaru's Hotachi. And it was a success. Tunbear in the end conquers its fear of losing control of its ice powers. Satoshi is nothing but proud with the bear's accomplishment. Watch this next video. See you on the next one.